Open your mind.
The U.S. is home to the majority of the world's data centers. There are over 2,800 in the United States, and the next closest is the United Kingdom with less than 400. Now, data centers are becoming a real estate play for investors.
Simple economics. The demand exploded in the last couple of years.
Data centers are the physical backbone of digital infrastructure, housing servers and the equipment to run everything from AI and basic internet functions. But not everyone wants to live near these hubs of electricity.
75 people signed on to speak, and most do not want data centers built near homes or schools. A campus of more than a dozen buildings would be built near neighborhoods and 3 elementary schools.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. So, hope everybody's doing good on this Sunday night. Sorry I wasn't on here uploading last night. Typically, at least lately, I'm trying to upload on every Wednesday and Saturday evening, but I was actually at the lake with my family this weekend, and the chances of uploading a video at the lake are honestly slim to none. The signal's not great. So here we are. Figured I'd make one tonight to make up for it. I actually wanted to talk tonight a little bit about something that I don't have a lot of expertise in, honestly. I don't really have a lot of info, and it seems like, I don't know, the more I try to look it up, just like I get the same regurgitated information, at least of all the mainstream sources, and that's data centers. And the reason I'm bringing this up, the reason I even took any interest in it, obviously, you know, like I said, AI and stuff, I feel like are going to be the death of us. I feel like it's a beast system that they're bringing in. But these data centers, I don't know a lot about, and I'm not a techie person to begin with. I try to keep up with it, but honestly, it's really hard for me to understand at times. But the reason I even got interested in it was because they recently just rezoned an area not far from me. I mean, it's probably 10 miles or something like that, you know, which I consider not far, my general area. But you know, a place that I do armed security at, there are some local politics involved with it. I don't want to give out too much information of where I work, but basically it got voted on, this area to be rezoned so they could put a data center there, and they actually didn't notify anybody in that area, in the immediate area. I think they were only legally obligated to notify people within 300 yards or something crazy like that, and there's a neighborhood right by where they want to rezone this to put a data center. And a few of the local people caught wind because I guess this neighborhood, you know, legally just sits on the very edge of the 300-yard mark, so only a few people even got notified. But people locally got wind of it eventually. More people found out about it, and a lot of people made a appearance when it was getting voted on. But needless to say, you know, even our local politicians here in Oklahoma let me down completely. And there was a lot of people that felt the same way there when they were voting on to rezone it. And, you know, obviously I'm making this video, they rezoned it to where they can build the data center there. And the argument, you know, the attorney brought in was, oh, you know, it's going to bring so much money and jobs and all this, and they have so much time and everything invested. And, you know, the local officials, they wanted to take time to really think about it and look more into it and really find out what they're voting on, you know, what they're rezoning and what a data center actually does and the implications of it environmentally and a multitude of other ways. But they rezoned it, and the people were pretty pissed, and they felt the same way I did, that you know, they weren't on the people's side. They were just dollar signs. I'm sure they're getting paid off for this shit. I'm sure they all are. So they rezoned it. They're going to build a data center there. So that's kind of what made me take interest in the whole idea and look it up. And like I said, it's the same regurgitated information over and over about the data centers, and most of it is like this kind of Greta Thunberg type, you know, climate change bullshit, which maybe there are some implications to it. I don't know. Supposedly messes with the water table. It takes a lot of water to cool these data centers, and then even the temperature is raised. I don't know. It's supposed to have all kinds of environmental implications, I guess, climate change and stuff. That's neither here nor there, because honestly, the thing that disturbs me more about it is, from what I gather, like I said, I'm no expert, I'm no tech guy here, but when I gather, these data centers store a lot of information. They process a lot of information, basically anything that would be in a cloud basically is stored in these places, and as well as processing things. So anytime you use AI or anything like that and you're looking stuff up, that's where these come into play. And they're just building more and more of these. Like every time you turn around, I'm actually interested. I'd like for you guys to comment, let me know, or are you seeing any of this stuff in your local area? I'd like to find out, honestly, if this is going on everywhere. From what I gather, it is. I never would have guessed it would be here close to me, but here it is. I'm sure it's everywhere. So if you guys would comment, let me know what you're seeing in your area, and if possibly some more information about the implications of this stuff. But I'm honestly concerned about all of the data that they're storing on us, and that's honestly my main concern, because once they have all this data, they're basically, in a nutshell, building Skynet around us. And if you can't see that, man, you need to wake the hell up, all right? And it doesn't matter. We can't vote our way out of this shit. Do I have any interest to it? No, I don't. But we need to fight this as much as we possibly can. And I'm, to a degree, I feel like a hypocrite, because I'm here on YouTube, and I'm sure it's being processed through some data center or some shit. But beyond that, beyond trying to spread a message to people on YouTube, man, I don't have social media. There's nothing I'm storing in any cloud. And I would suggest you guys don't either, man. They're just collecting more and more data on you. And once this AI shit takes off, and then once the robots and drones and everything take hold, we're really in for some shit. And I really hope everybody's paying attention and understands the implications of all this. They're storing every little bit of information they have about you. Everything, all your likes, all your wants, all your medical data, everything is being stored. And when all of this really takes off here in a few years, once these data centers are built up, once they have the power to run all this shit, man, I'm telling you, you're not going to recognize the world around you. And we need to stick together. We need to resist this shit at every beckoning call. Just resist it. And I know that's hard, and I know, if you're anything like me, everybody around you is using this AI and Grok and ChatGPT and shit, and it's talking about how great it is. I work with a guy that's trying to start his own business with one. I just don't know where we're headed with this stuff, man, but it scares me. It honestly does. But let me know what you guys are seeing in your local area. God bless you and your families. I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.